Hello, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon to you all. Welcome back to the Road to Success. My name is Laquana McIntyre, aka I Am Successful Too. And welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things entrepreneurship. And if you've been here before, you guys know that I've currently stepped out of faith. I quit my 9 to 5, or got laid off from my 9 to 5, and decided not to go back for the sake of pursuing full-time entrepreneurship with absolutely no money saved. And for you all that are new here, welcome. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell if you would like to follow my journey here on becoming a full-time entrepreneur. We are on day three. Now I say day three because this is technically my third day of documenting my journey. I actually stopped working Monday of this week, so it's been a little bit over 3 days, but I use those days to kind of just chill and get my mind right. Okay, day three. Today is Sunday. I made sure that I went to church today because I needed it, y'all. I went to church. I sold it to the word by tithing. I was locked out, y'all. I was so locked into the preacher. I mean, locked in and focused to the point where I was like a mummy. I normally I would be amening and clapping my hands, stomping my feet and standing up, but I think I was just so zoned in because I really need to hear God's voice more than ever right now. And as I expressed to you guys in the previous video, I am completely fasting for the entire month of May. And I tend to like to fast for the sake of just growing closer to God, strengthening my faith, and of course, hearing His voice. I do actually have some notes, guys, okay? And I know I said what I'm going to do on the channel is kind of just like some random talk and how I feel. I'm going to still do that. It's still going to be somewhat like a diary. I'm going to keep you guys updated, you know, as I go through my journey. But I do want to make this resourceful for you guys as well. So when I say step down on faith to become a full-time entrepreneur, that doesn't mean I wasn't already a business owner. I was already operating in an entrepreneur space, but I just wasn't doing it where it was my sole income. I was still working a 9 to 5, and I was really doing that for, you know, what I felt like would be some stability until I got my business completely where I wanted to be. But again, like I said, I feel like God wanted otherwise, because it's something major that God is preparing me for, and He is really stretching me right now. As the videos go on, I'll kind of explain to you guys further some things that I've experienced in 2024, some new things I've learned about myself, and where I feel like I think God is leading me, but I don't know for sure, y'all, because we don't know what God wants for us. All we can do is just listen and follow. If you want to make God laugh, tell Him your plans, okay? Because I sure had my whole life planned out. I said, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have this amount of money saved up. And God was like, nope, try again, okay? Day 3 on full-time entrepreneurship. It's Sunday. Normally on Sundays, this is my reset day. I pick out my clothes for the week. I meal prep. I clean up. I wash clothes. I set my goals for the week. I plan out my week. So that's another tip for you guys. If you're looking to be a full-time entrepreneur, please, you got to get organized. I'm just going to be honest. You really need to get organized. But let's get into the topic of today. So guys, I do want to talk to you more about why I quit my 9 to 5 and why I decided to pursue full-time entrepreneurship. Now, of course, you guys know that it was a word from God and it's me being obedient. We do know that part. But this has been something that I've been wanting to do for a very, very, very long time. Truth be told, He's already been speaking to me, but I was being disobedient and I was scared. But there's a few factors that did take place that, gave me the courage a little bit more to go ahead and say, you know what, God, I trust you, okay? I'm going to go ahead and do this. I want to tell you guys about something, though, that happened. Okay, so after I got out of church, I was sitting in my car. I went to the grocery store because it's Sunday. You know how we do. We buy a little food for our Sunday dinners or whatever. I sat in the car a little bit longer because truth be told, y'all, like I told you, I really have mad anxiety, and I really hate to say that because I know it seems like I don't have faith in God, and I do, but I mean, I have anxiety. Like, I'm a little nervous. There's a little fear there, but I'm going to do it scared. Okay, I keep preaching that because please, please, please understand. I am nervous, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to do it scared. Like, what's the worst that could happen? I love the term fail forward. I love that. Fail forward. If it don't work, that is a step forward because at least you tried. And next time you know what to do differently. So that gets you closer to where you're trying to go versus not doing it at all. But yeah, so back to the story. I was sitting in the car, just meditating a little bit before I went to the grocery store. It was a lady that pulled up beside me, and she was on the phone with someone. Now, I'm not, judging or anything like this, y'all, because this is the space that I was in for years. Matter of fact, I was in this space as of last 2 weeks ago when I was working. She was saying something to the effect of,
man, it's Sunday and the weekend already over with. Well, we got to start of a new work week. Oh boy, I'm so tired of working, boy. I'm so sick of working. I hope I win the lottery. I'm praying to God that I hit the lottery. I pulled a lottery ticket and I just pray that God bless me one day with this lottery. Because Lord knows I work too hard. Then she proceeded to talk
about how she don't have any more vacation time because she don't use all her days, and how she don't have a life because she at work majority of her life. And whoo, Lord have mercy. What else, y'all? She was talking about how she had to work a part-time job just to make ends meet with the full-time job she has. I really feel like it's a reason why God wanted me to hear that, okay? Because I'm not going to lie, the back of my mind, of course, there's thoughts like, maybe I should just go back to work, okay? But that conversation did something to my soul. And it told me, no, keep pushing. Because not to down 9-to-5 workers whatsoever. If you like your 9-to-5, wonderful, great. Because not everyone's built to be an entrepreneur. But when you're in the spirit like that lady was, I feel bad and I feel sorry because people like that literally are too scared and fearful to truly step out of the box to discover what their gifts are, discover what their talents are, discover or even step out to go get a degree to a job that you may like a little bit more, where you're not dreading to go to work. Instead of relying on God to take you to the next level by your simple obedience, you have more faith in the lottery. And that's the average person. I'm going to be real. That is the average person. A lot of us will spend our money on the lottery. Ain't no telling how much money you spent when you calculate this. And you may never win in your life. But you have somewhat hope there that I may win this one day. But you don't have enough hope to pray to God and trust in His word and just keep on pushing yourself, trying, pushing with failure. Because it's the same thing with the lottery. When you spend your money in that lottery and you don't win that week, that's a loss. So, but you keep playing. So why can't you do the same thing for the Lord? When he tells you to go out there and step out on faith or challenge yourself and you fail, you automatically get discouraged and you say, nah, I'm not doing that no more. Versus like you do the lottery, you should keep going for the Lord. Yes, you failed. It didn't go the way you wanted to, but keep going. Because the good thing about God is eventually, it don't matter how long it is from now, you're going to see your fruits. Versus the lottery, like I said, you may never win. So that just did something to me. I'm like, wow, this is our culture. We are literally working countless hours, trading our time for dollars in hopes of one day just miraculously winning the lottery on jobs that we hate. We're losing time with family, and we are working so hard on a job where we're still not able to make ends meet. So that's why entrepreneurship is so important to me, because I do know and I believe if I work hard enough in this business, I can live the life that I desire and create lanes for people around me and loved ones where I'm essentially changing the trajectory of all of our lives. And that's just because of my bravery. All right. So I had to share that with you all because that really, really stuck out to me. All right. But let's just talk about some points as far as what made me decide, hey, let's go ahead and do this. Okay. So the decision to pursue full-time entrepreneurship, as you guys know, if you've been watching for the last 2 days, you know it is so scary for me, but it's such a rewarding choice. I remember like the day when I came home and I was still on my high from making that decision. Oh, I was ecstatic. Oh my gosh, it felt amazing, and it still feels amazing. Okay, it's just now that I'm in, it's like, oh shoot, go time. But whoo boy, when I made that decision, I was like, yes. I felt free, because now if I don't succeed, it's simply because of me. I didn't work hard enough. And again, I trust myself enough to know that I will not fail me. I am dependent on how much money I make, how much time I put into my business. And that's why I recommend, and I'm going to talk about this topic later down the line, but that's why it's so important to choose a business that you're passionate about, because as I stated, sometimes motivation just isn't there, but when the passion is there, the discipline to me just comes naturally, because you just want this. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm passionate about being an entrepreneur in the business that I am in. And it just, again, it feels rewarding to even tell the people who I chose to tell. I didn't tell everyone. There's certain people I chose to tell, but the people I told, they were so exciting and congratulatory to me, guys. How am I saying that right? Please don't beat me up. But yeah, and it just felt rewarding. You know, it's almost like I influenced them. They were looking up to me like, wow, I admire your decision. Even though they know I don't know what I'm gonna do if I don't make money next week. Well, I mean, I never trust the Lord, but hey, I'm just winging this, okay? But again, it's just rewarding to know that it's inspiring others. So that's why I chose it. You know, I almost kind of knew that my bravery at the time was going to inspire other people. And I knew, like, if I make this decision to bet on myself, again, what's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? And plus, not to mention, I'm a rebel when it comes to working these 9 to 5s. I don't like these limited times on lunch. I don't like being told what time I need to go to lunch. I don't like to be being told when I can go on vacation and when I cannot go on vacation. Woo, so in entrepreneurship, yes, I have a set schedule, but it's based off of what works for me. And that's just who I am. Like, some people are different, but for me, this would be so much more rewarding because, again, I am controlling and dictating how my day flows, how my day moves. I can, set up, like, for instance, my sister wants me to go work out with her one day this week. I'm going to, block out my time for her so we can go work out. I couldn't do that working a job. I would have to be like, well, you have to wait till I get off. So that feels very rewarding to me. It makes me feel like I have a fulfilling life. And it's just going to get better as the money start rolling in and as I've, start to see the growth of the business. So, and you guys will be here to see it. So, number 2, entrepreneurship brings freedom and the ability to create a life that aligns with your passions and values. So I already touched on that. Look, see, it just all lines up. It brings you freedom. Again, it creates the life that you deserve. Okay, just imagine, and I'm just manifesting right now. I mean, I can't wait, and I look forward to be recording on a lovely exotic island and start doing vlogs where I'm taking trips overseas and I'm just flying out because I feel like it, and I can work whenever I want to work, and I'm making passive income. These are things that we cannot necessarily attain working underneath someone else. But if you are an entrepreneur, yes, you can attain these things. We all know working a 9 to 5, there's limits. I don't care how much money you make. You can be a doctor, a lawyer. If you're working underneath someone, you have to follow their rules. And again, some people work better in those environments because they may not have the structured mindset or the discipline to be able to make those decisions. When as an entrepreneur, you have to be self-reliant. You have to be self-reliant, and some people just don't have that about them. No shade against you, but if you do have those skills and those gifts, please consider entrepreneurship. Y'all, and I'm sweating. I should have turned the air on. Whew, Lord, I can't wait to get into some air. Today is a hot day. I'm in South Carolina, and it is hot, y'all, okay? All right, so number 3, belief in oneself and willingness to take risks are key factors in succeeding as an entrepreneur. Yes. So, yes, I definitely believed in myself. And that's why it was a hard decision, but it wasn't that hard. I felt confident enough in my abilities. Okay? Confident enough where I'm willing to take the risk. I'm willing to bet on myself. Not to mention the work environment I was in did become a little toxic, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But belief in myself. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't always have this belief in myself, okay? This journey started 2 years prior to this conversation that you and I are having. And it had nothing to do with me wanting to be an entrepreneur. I, at the time, wasn't even thinking about being a business owner. I knew I wanted to not work for nobody. But again, like I was telling you, I was like, well, I could be door dashing and I'm fine with that. But the reason why I decided to do a lot of inner work is because of a breakup I went through. I gave that relationship so many years of my life to the point where I felt like I lost myself. I didn't know if I was coming or going, y'all. I had no structure, no identity, no nothing. And a lot of us do that when we get in relationships. My relationship, my family was suffering, friendships were suffering. It was just all about that man, and he, the relationship just wasn't being led into where I desired it to go. So after being hurt in that relationship and feeling like I lost a lot mentally, spiritually, emotionally, I was bold enough to say, I'm about to work on myself. And here I am. Heck, it might be 3 years ago, y'all. I can't remember. Time flies. But I have not been in a relationship for the past 2 to 3 years. And this is definitely by choice. Because I said I need to work on myself. Whatever it is I was not doing in that relationship, I'm going to do now for myself. Not to attract somebody else, but for myself. And what do you know? Working on myself eventually led to me joining communities, getting closer to God, discovering new things about myself. And here I am now talking to you guys with a business that I am now raising. Still no relationship, but it's okay because I am so content and feel so safe in the space that I'm in. Oh, I can't even express it. We got so much more time to talk about this, guys. This video is not about that, but I will definitely address that again in another video. But long story short, because I did that work, it led God to now instill in me the confidence to become an entrepreneur and feel like, hey, I'm ready to start a business. Because one more thing, not only did it teach me organization, structure, how to get on the schedule, working on myself, y'all, I am now a master budgeter. Okay? Now that's something I never thought I would be saying. I never thought I would be saying that I am financially savvy. Now I know how to budget my money down to the T. I put myself on a zero-based budget. So that means all of my money, all of my dollars are accounted for. There's nothing just out there floating, because I know if I got some money out there floating, it's going to be spent. So I fixed my emotional spending and I learned how to put myself on a zero-based budget. And guess what? That is skills that could be translated over to being a business owner. Because as a business owner, if you ain't budgeting, your business can fail. I'm just going to be honest. You need to know how to budget if you want to have a successful business. So I'm just going to put that out there, okay? So yeah, I felt confident and had belief in myself. And I took business classes too. So I didn't mention that, but I did take a few business classes as well to teach me more about how to operate in a business. Number 4, the journey may be challenging, but the rewards are endless. So like I told you guys before, working a 9-to-5, if you do well at your job, you may have some companies that may pay for an all-expense paid trip, but the longest that would be is a week maybe. And you're still like with coworkers. Who wants to be with coworkers, okay? Not to be funny, but who wants to be with coworkers? Not only that, you may have some companies that may give you a little gift card or a little certificate for your performance, or you may get a little raise or bonus. Okay, great. But it's nothing like entrepreneurship. When you bust your tail as an entrepreneur, okay? And again, it don't feel like busting my tail, because I just know this is what I gotta do to get to where I want to go. When we look at the people who are successful as entrepreneurs, and we look at the lifestyle, and it ain't even just about the lifestyle, but the people that they're able to help, the lives they have changed. Just wow. That's all I can say is wow. I aspire to do all of that. I want to have a nonprofit where I'm helping other women who look like me, find themselves. There's other businesses I want to start to do. Again, it's all about my family. I want to be able to employ my family so they don't have to work for anyone else anymore. I mean, they may be working for me, but shoot, I'm not going to be like the average boss. I'm going to be cool. There's going to be some structure there, but And I'm just going to make sure we all good and we all taken care of. So again, it's going to be challenging. I do understand that. But for me, the rewards are just that much more greater. And I do feel like if you're doing the right thing and you are running your business based off of faith, I mean, just look at the rewards from God. Just look at how much closer you become with Him. The peace that He instills within you is amazing. Because if nothing else, I could say, man, I have been at the most peace I've ever been. So I am totally looking forward to this. Totally. Last but not least, basically encouragement to anyone considering entrepreneurship to take the leap and trust in their abilities to achieve their dreams. So again, I'm excited about pursuing entrepreneurship because I'm big on influence and helping other people in their journeys. So, and that's just why I'm making this video. If I can help inspire someone, that's what I want to do. Please believe it was not easy to get on this video today because I'm tired. But again, I said I'm going to be obedient, God. I'm going to do these videos every single day. I may get 1 or 2 views. I don't know. But I'm just going to show up. I'm going to show up no matter what. I'm going to do it tired. I'm going to do it scared. I'm going to do it frustrated. I'm just going to show up. Okay? So, yes, guys, that is it for today. I appreciate you tuning in. If you are watching, please subscribe, like, comment. I would love for you guys to just tell me if you're going through the same thing. Please let me know. We can inspire, encourage each other. I would love to build a little community where we are helping each other go through our process as entrepreneurs and helping each other grow. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please come back tomorrow for day 4. Monday is the official day where I'm about to go hard, guys. So I gotta go because I'm about to go ahead and complete my schedule for this week and for tomorrow specifically because I got some major business to handle. But blessings to you all. Love you for watching. Have a good day.